How'd you like to get behind the wheel of a 10-ton truck? Now you can with US 1 electric trucking.
Welcome to Part 4. In this segment, we take a look at the 1984 and 1985 sets, and see how accessories drove their development. We start out with probably the most peculiar set in US 1, the Interstate Delivery set. This set was a rehash of the 1982 set of the same name, but used a new item number of 3208. It contained 3 accessories: the PIE freight terminal, the culvert pipe loader, and the double turnout with dump bin. A couple things to note. 1982 was the last year the freight trailers were sold retail. However, the freight terminal was still sold retail until 1985. No trailer was included in the accessory, so the Interstate Delivery brought the PIE trailer out of retirement. The double turnout with dump bin utilizes a 30 prefix, which is the designation for US 1 track parts. So while it is an accessory, it is classified as a track part. The Interstate Delivery actually had 3 different variations. These sets are verifiable by the set number on the content sheet, and used -1 and -2 for the latter 2 variations. So, back to what I was saying, the 3208 used the PIE freight terminal, the culvert pipe loader, and the double turnout with dump bin. At some point the -1 removed the double turnout with dump bin, and replaced it with a double turnout. And, in another weird Tyco move, they dropped the pipe and log unloading yard from retail after 1983, presumably for the release of the double turnout with dump bin, but included it in the 3208-1 paired with a double turnout. Next we have the Highway Wrecker set as a mid-level offering. This set centers around the new Shell garage with tow truck and disabled Firebird, and includes the 3420 gravel set, as well as the set exclusive pickup track for disabled car with billboard. Continuing along we have the next mid-level set, the G.I. Joe High Adventure set. This set is unique in that it was the first licensed set from another toy line in the US 1 line. It featured 1 accessory, the G.I. Joe rocket base with Recon satellite. It also contained a battle pack of figures and vehicles, and an action mat with backdrop. Moving on, we get into the Night Haulers set. This is the premium set for the 1984 line, and introduced a new lighted aspect for day and night trucking. This set contains many new accessories and items for 1984. Starting with the new elevated log loader, it also has the auto loader and auto unloader, the double turnout with dump bin, the new flashing danger track, and the new boulder loading bulldozer. It also contains the new overhead highway light. This is also the first year that truck cabs and dump trucks were lighted. The set box shows a lighted green dump truck, when in fact the blue with yellow dump truck is the standard truck. With a figure 8 layout, it is a throwback to the 1982 highway overpass set. It's plain to see that this set was a showcase of most of the new for 1984 accessories. Finally we get to the flagship set for 1984, the cross-country set. Except for its unique track layout, this set is virtually identical to the Night Haulers set, only different with the addition of the fire station and fire truck, and number of highway lights included. Going back to Part 3, as I said, you could see a shift in Tyco's marketing where they went with a specific theme on every new set, and most had set-specific items unavailable unless you bought the set. Imagine you already bought a set from 81 or 82, and now in 83 you really wanted that new Goodyear tire dump bin. Now you have to shell out for an entire Motor City set. So, what we can see in 84 is they went back to the 81 and 82 design, where they dropped the theme names and returned to the electric trucking nameplate and the subtle naming in the features box. As for the catalog offerings, there was only one that stood out, the 3344. A variation of the cross-country, that actually could be seen as a Night Haulers with an added fire station and fire truck. The remaining catalog sets were mostly retail clones. In 1985, they carried over the Interstate Delivery, the G.I. Joe, the Night Haulers, the cross-country, and of course the ever-present road and rail. Let's delve into the last variation of the Interstate Delivery real quick. Building off the -1, the -2 had the double turnout completely removed, and it was replaced by 2 standard turnouts. Per the content sheets, all the regular turnouts were shown as being the switched version from the G.I. Joe set. Whether this was the one actually in sets isn't entirely clear yet. The only new set in 1985 was the Stomper High Adventure set. It was situated as a mid-level set, and had 2 accessories, a set-exclusive airport, and a cardboard fold-up garage. It, like the G.I. Joe set, was licensed off another line of toys, and like the G.I. Joe set had a cardboard playmat. The catalog sets mostly were G.I. Joe sets, with a notable variation being a Montgomery Ward's cross-country with a boot-shape layout. In fact, only Montgomery Ward's and Sears had catalog items in 1985. In summary, this series of videos outlined how accessories were implemented and showcased in sets. Also how set accessory exclusivity, particularly in 1983, perhaps caused a drop in accessory sales, which was corrected, albeit too late, in 1984. I hope you found this series informational and enjoyable.
Loading, hitching, hauling, dumping. US 1 Electric Trucking.